Do you see this little thing right here? Do you see it? This has been the bane of my existence for years. Okay? It came with a remote control, and my kids thought that it was the funniest thing in the world to scare me with this. I am terrified of mice. Okay? Terrified. Terrified. Did I tell you I was terrified? So one of them got the bright idea to get this to scare me with, and I thought that I had done away with it years ago, but apparently my sweet husband put it up and hid it from me for years in hopes that one day he could bring it back out and terrorize me with it one more time. Well, as it turns out, he didn't get the chance to. My sweet grandson found this. Okay? And the other night, I went to turn the bed down on my side, and this was in my side of the bed looking at me. I may have screamed. I may have said some things. I am not going to lie about that. So we laughed. We had fun after I finally got my blood pressure down. And so now, for the past several days, this little thing, y'all look at the tail on that thing. This little critter has found its way into several different areas of my home. And it is placed there by Aiden. And you can hear him giggling when I find it and I scream. He knows exactly what has happened. And he thinks it's the funniest thing to scare his nanny with this. I am not amused. So I have finally confiscated this thing, and it is now in my office, where I will deal with this once and for all. It must go. It must go away forever. So, say hello and goodbye to the bane of my existence for the past several years. Y'all, welcome to my world. Bread dough's going in the bread machine. So we've got about an hour and a half to work on another project. Get tomorrow night's supper ready. It's going to marinate overnight in the fridge, and y'all, it's so good. So good. The last time we had this, like, we ate on it for a while, okay? And I didn't get as big of a roast this time, but what I got was a boneless pork sirloin roast. And we're going to get it out. Uh-oh. My bread timer's going off too. So there is our roast, and I am just going to get this put over here into my bag. So for this marinade, we're going to need 1/4 cup of Worcestershire sauce. There we go. We're going to put that in. Now if you want to mix this in the bag, or if you want to mix this in your measuring cup, then please feel free to do so. I am doing it like this because my other measuring cups are in the dishwasher at this moment. So, and it will not fit in this little bitty one. So now we're going to do 1/4 cup of soy sauce. We're going to put that in there. Y'all, this marinade is excellent. We're going to do 2 tablespoons of honey. And I am just going to eyeball this. There's 1. And there's 2. We're going to do 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar. This I do want to measure. So let me go grab my measuring spoon. Alright, 2 tablespoon measure. I tend to have a heavy hand when it comes to that. I don't know why, but I do. Now I need 3 teaspoons of lemon juice. So you could use fresh lemons if you would like. I am using what I have on hand, and that is my poorly abused lemon bottle. Oh, bless its heart. Now we're going to put in 1 teaspoon of it says prepared mustard. Y'all, I'm using just regular yellow mustard. You could use Dijon. You could use stone ground. Whatever you would prefer to use. Then we're going to add in a teaspoon of salt. So, whoop, there we go.
We already know it's yellow. Why does it say yellow mustard?
I don't know, Margot. Then we want to do 1/2 teaspoon of celery seeds. And I have them right here. There we go. Like that. 1/2 teaspoon of black pepper. I am going to do freshly ground black pepper. Mine sounds like it needs a little oiling. That's okay. And then 2 cloves of minced garlic. And y'all, I'm doing my pre-minced garlic. And I am just going to put that down in there. Because again, we are not afraid of garlic. Now we just mix this around. Normally I would use my whisk, but as per the usual, I left it over there, did not grab it, and I'm not going over there to get it. We're just going to use what we've got right here in front of us. Yes, we are. Now, when doing this marinade, you can marinate your pork roast for up to 4 hours, or 4 hours at least, up to 24 hours. So I am putting mine on the night before. And we will cook this tomorrow. eat on it tomorrow, and then the leftovers,
This
we will
smells
have pulled pork sandwiches come Sunday. I will make some homemade buns, and that's what we'll have Sunday. Now, what do you want to say, mister?
Oh, these smell so good.
It does, don't it? All right, we're going to pull this back over here. All right, so now we're just going to pour this into our bag with our pork roast. Just like that. Now I'm going to get all those spices out of my bowl. Yum. Yum. All right, so there we go. So now my pork roast is still a little bit frozen, okay? It just is. But I'm going to get all the air out that I possibly can. There we go. Make sure that is sealed well. Now while this is in the fridge, I'll just go by every now and then when I'm getting into the fridge, and I will just turn this and kind of mix it in and all the things to make sure that the marinade stays even on the meat. And then tomorrow we'll cook this up, and that will be our supper. So to the fridge. All right, y'all, it is time for me to get these seeds started. The lighting is probably not the best, but y'all, it is what it is. So it's time to get these seeds started. I bought these last year. I invested in these because these are reusable. They are dishwasher safe. So after I'm done with them, I can wash them, put them up, use them again next year. And I wanted to show you guys these. I've got one open over here. So you get this, okay? You get this tray, and then this sits down in it. This has got the like silicone on it, so it's not that cheap plastic that when you try to get your plant out of it to transplant it, you know, y'all know what I'm talking about, okay? It's got the silicone on it. It's easy to pull your plant out of. This is a 36 block, so I am happy with that. It's also got, and I don't know if you guys can see this or not, but it's got the letters and numbers on it. Y'all, I'm not sponsored by these, okay? I'm just letting y'all know. But it's got the letters and numbers on it. And then this is the inside, or the wrapper on it. And you can write down what you have planted in which row. I like this because a lot of times if I use some kind of tape on the outside of it, it can fall off. All kinds of things can happen to it, and I don't know what I've planted. You can ask my bestie. I gave her a mystery plant last year, and because I didn't know what it was. And yeah, she planted it. It did good, I think. Anyway, I like this. I think I'm going to like this setup, and we shall see. I have waited probably a couple of weeks longer than what I wanted to get this done. But see my little doggy back there? He's napping. You know, things happen. Real life happens, and we're going to get to it today. So I've got my setup down here. And y'all, let me turn the camera down ever so slowly. You see all that? That is all seeds. Now we're not going to get them all started today. That's not going to happen. But some of those are direct sow, some of those are to be started. We got to get to them. I've got my heat mat set up over here in the corner on my little shelves. We're going to get this done today. It's going to happen. I promise you. So, let's get started and see what we can get done. Okay? Alright, y'all. Don't laugh. This is my setup, okay? It's too cold to be anywhere else than right here and with the heat. And this is where we're going to do it. I've got a garbage bag laid down. Y'all, I am classy when it comes to this. Okay. Don't have a grow room, special room in the house, or anything like that. I'm classy. Woo! So here is the starter mix that I'm going to be using. And it's the Burpee brand. And I'll be honest with you, I'm using it because I caught it on clearance. And it was $1 a bag. So that's what we're going to use. Now I have my very technical red Solo cup here. And we are just going to reach down in here. We're going to fill our little compartments up. And this may take a bit. I have a little dog over here that thinks she can help me. Oh my goodness, y'all just don't even know how good it feels to get my hands in this dirt. Again, I have been waiting on this for sure. For sure.
Hi, what are you doing?
I am getting ready to plant some seeds. What are you doing?
Wow, I didn't know seeds still worked in the snow.
Well, they need to be ready to go when the sunshine comes back out.
Yeah, well, next season is spring.
Yeah, I know. And the plants need to be ready to go when spring gets here.
Your hands must be dirty after just patting dirt.
I have so much help. It's just great. Alright, so now
Can I help you pat this dirt?
I want to make sure that all of them, that one could use a little more. There's some of them here that needs just a little bit more. So we're going to add a tiny bit. So much help. So I know some of the things that I'm going to be planting. I'm trying to get you guys situated here. So let's see. Let's get our list out here. And I've got, I did have, well, got my Sharpies. We've got that ready. And I think I'm going to go in with cauliflower first. I am doing 3 different varieties of cauliflower. I've got Snowball, Purple Sicily, and Self-Blanching. So I'm going to use, let's see, A1. but I'm gonna have to go back and watch the footage, and I'm sure y'all are sitting there screaming at me, telling me if I did this, that I planted Brussels sprouts instead of broccoli. And I wasn't paying attention. Clearly, I thought I had 3 types of broccoli out here, and apparently I only had 2 and one Brussels sprout. So I think one row, pretty sure, yeah. I think this row right here is Brussels sprouts. So, yeah, I'm gonna watch the footage back and find out for sure. But now I'm just gonna go through. I'm gonna cover everything up ever so lightly, like that right there. Good morning. This is the next day, and when I sat down to edit this video, I realized that I kind of left you guys hanging last night. I just set everything down. After we got done doing the seeds, I set everything down, and y'all, I just sat down myself, and the next thing I knew, it was about 1 o'clock in the morning, and I was pulling myself up off the couch and going and getting in the bed. So yeah, so I wanted to say we didn't get all the seeds started yesterday, and y'all, I am no expert, okay? I am just an old Southern woman who loves to garden, loves to provide for her family, loves to get her hands in the dirt. My techniques may not be your techniques, and your techniques may not be mine, but I like to try new things. I like to see, will this work as opposed to this? Does this work better as opposed to this? And honestly, it's all trial and error. It honestly is. So we'll see how these new trays do. I don't know. I've never used them. I've got my solo cups ready to go in there. I'll be getting more seeds started soon, but the ones that I did last night, we'll see how it goes. And I'm trying not to buy any plants this year. I'm trying to start all of my own. And we'll see how it goes. If I wind up buying a few plants for the garden, then that's what happens. You know, it is what it is. This is just me showing you guys my attempt at starting my own starts. So we'll see how it goes. We shall see. Anyway, hope y'all are having a blessed day. Love to you all. I've got to get back in here and get back to work because y'all, with all this snow and ice that's been out here in the yard, it has somehow made its way into my house and you cannot see my floor. Like, the dogs have carried it in. We've carried it in from being outside and all that. Yeah, my floors definitely need attention today, and I've got to go do something. So we've also got a lot going on in the kitchen. So tune back in tomorrow to see what's going on in there. Much love to y'all, and we'll see y'all tomorrow. Bye, y'all.